Slavery that occurs in minors around the world is the biggest threat to all countries in the world. Based on a survey conducted by Medcom.id, as many as more than 160 million children are victims of child slavery. It's a very sad and disgraceful event for all countries that have involved. Based on that fact, I'm Aryaputra, a grade 11 student from Edu Global School, Cirebon, to deliver you a story about a child's struggle who was made as a slave for almost 3 years. One day, in the city of Eximus, there were children playing soccer in the field. Then suddenly, they were accosted by a group of fully armed kidnappers. Then immediately, the kid ran here and there. Unfortunately, there was one child who was caught because he stumbled by a tree root near their playgrounds. "Please, please, don't take me," said the boy. Then, the boy was finally taken by the fully armed kidnappers to his headquarters to be put in a cell made of iron, like a prison cell. After he arrived, he met a child who was also his age, but he had been there longer than the child. "Hi, what's your name? My name is Rama." "Hi Ram, my name is Romy. Nice to meet you." While in the cell, they were only fed once a day and were forced to build a new base day and night. If they refused, the guard would beat them mercilessly. After a while, they were ordered to work as a drug dealers. For several days, they worked as a drug dealers to sell the drugs to local junkies. "Hey Ram, do you miss your family very much?" "Yes Ram, I really miss my family. They must be worried about my situation, but what can I do? I can only wait for a miracle and wait for someone to help us." "Yes Ram, that's right. I am also worried about my family. How about if we pray together?" After a long time doing the work, Rama and Romy silently observed the cell guard's activities to find a way to escape. "Hey, do you realize that one of the guards usually likes to drink coffee after dinner time?" "Yes, Rom, that's right. He always drinks coffee when he is awake at night." "How about if we take some of the drugs stocked in the warehouse and then we silently pour it to his drink? After he fainted, we should immediately take the keys and open all the cell doors." "Wow, that's a good idea, Rom." The next day came. They worked as usual to deal with the local junkies. And then, at night, they saw the cell guards went to the toilet. "Oh, tiring and boring job. I really want to quit this job, but if I quit this job, I will be killed." When the guard was not around, Romy and Rama started their plan by pouring the remaining drugs they have to the guard's cup of coffee. "Come on, Ram, this is the right time to put him to sleep. Bring me the drugs, quick." I can't reach your cup, just 1 inch away." "Come on, Rom, you can do it." Yay! I finally poured the drug to his drink. Let's wait for a moment. After the guard returned, he was seen drinking the coffee that contained drugs, and after that, the guard was finally fainted. Get this boring job. It's so boring just sitting here. Not long after, the guard spoke again. Why am I so dizzy? I can't keep waking up. What's wrong with me? This feels strange. When the guard fainted, Romy and Rama took all the keys to open all the cell doors. Hey Rom, let's hurry up and open all the cell doors. Okay, Rom. After Rama opened all the cell doors and everyone had escaped, Rama returned to Romy's cell where the guard had fainted. Unfortunately, when they were about to run away, Romy accidentally stepped on the foot of the guards, which made him awake and suddenly chased them fiercely. Hey, where do you think you are going? Come on, Ram. Let's get out of here. Or if we caught again, we might be punished more than what we are used to get. Okay, Ram. Then they went home to their own families. After they returned to their own families, their family was so relieved that their son was fine and reported all of these things that had happened to the police. Mother! While crying and hugging his mother directly. Rama! Rama, I've thought about the worst thing that could happen to you. Thank God you are home now, said Rama's mother. Not long after that, Rama's father came up to them. I will go to the police and report all of these matters. Honey, please take a good care of our son. I don't want to lose my son again. After Rama's father reported the incident to the police forces surrounded the kidnappers' base camp area and then immediately arrested the child slavery syndicates. Hey, put your hands up and stay where you are, or if you try to run, I will shoot you. Oh no, we are busted. Let's run away. Don't move and stay where you are. Bang, bang, bang. The police then give them 3 times warning shots. Because of the 3 warning shots, the child slavery syndicates finally arrested, and they surrendered without a fight, and they were punished with a lifetime sentence in exiguous country prison without any parole. Finally, Rama and his family moved to the most remote area that people could never find, and they lived there safely and happily. Mother, thank you so much for taking care of me even though I'm not the same as before. It's okay, Ram. It's okay, Ram. Because it's what mother should do, right? Yes, mother. Thank you very much. But child slavery is an act that is not in accordance with human rights. The person involved in these activities must be punished in the worst possible way. A child slavery is an act that is not in accordance with human rights. People that involved in this activity must be punished in the worst possible way. That's all from me. I hope you can take a lessons from the story I made. Thank you for your kindest attention. Best regards and wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.